All right, let's crack open a GCSE Moss question. We're going to break it down and show you exactly how to lock in every single mark by looking directly at what the examiners want to see.
Okay, let's get into it. This is question 8 from a non-calculator paper. So we've got a solid cylinder, and they give us the volume, the height, and the force it's pushing down on the floor. Our job? For a nice 3 marks, we need to work out the pressure.
So before we start crunching numbers, let's just pause for a second. What's the question really asking? And what tools have we been given to solve it?
And would you look at that? The question gives us a massive head start. It hands us the exact formula we need on a plate. Pressure equals force divided by area. That's basically our roadmap for this whole problem.
So if we just follow that roadmap, it's pretty clear, right? We need 2 things, the force and the area. So let's do a quick check. What do we have? And more importantly, what are we missing? The question is pretty generous, actually. It tells us the force is 90 newtons, check. We've also got the volume and the height. But you see that question mark? The one thing our pressure formula needs that we don't have is the area. That's the first puzzle we've got to solve.
Okay, step 1 it is. Let's use that volume and height they gave us to hunt down that missing area.
Now, you probably remember that for any cylinder, its volume is just the area of the flat bit on the bottom times its height. So we can just work backwards, right? If we take the volume and divide it by the height, that's going to give us the area. Now pay attention here, because this is the really cool part. This quote, it's taken word for word from the official mark scheme. This shows that just for writing down 1,200 divided by 40, you get what's called a P1 mark, a process mark. You've shown the examiner you know the right way to start. And what does that give us? Well, 1,200 divided by 40 is 30. So the area of the base is 30 square centimeters. Boom! We've got our first mark in the bag, and we found that missing puzzle piece.
Fantastic. Now that we have the area, we've got all the ingredients we need, we can go back to that main formula and finish this thing off.
Right, let's plug in what we know. We were given the force from the start, and we just did the work to find the area. It's time to get our final answer.
And here we are again, peeking at the mark scheme. This is your second process mark, another P1, just for showing the calculation of force divided by area, so 90 divided by our answer of 30, you get that second mark. You're showing them you know the complete method.
The calculation itself is nice and simple. 90 divided by 30 is, of course, 3. We are so close now. So, we've done all the maths, but how do we lay it out on the exam paper to make it absolutely certain that the examiner gives us all 3 marks, no questions asked? It's all about being crystal clear. You have to show these 2 separate steps in your working out. First, show how you got the area. Second, show how you use that to find the pressure. This layout makes your thinking so easy to follow.
And for that last beautiful mark, the A1 or accuracy mark, you need to write the final answer clearly on the answer line. And don't forget this bit, you have to include the correct units. In this case, that's newtons per square centimeter. And that right there is a perfect full marks answer. Okay, so to really make sure this is locked in your brain, I'll leave you with a little challenge. Go back to that first formula. How would you shuffle it around to solve the problem if you already knew the pressure, but the force was the missing piece? If you can figure that out, you've absolutely mastered this.